Hi, my name is Rashana. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a registered nurse, and I have 4 kids from 8 to 6 months.
Hi, I'm Monique. I'm an attorney. I'm from Long Island, from Elma, born and raised in Queens, both boroughs, you know. And I have 2 beautiful boys from the age of 1.5 to 5.5. 1.5 and 5. There's only 2. Thank God, 2. That's it.
Hi, I'm Shakira. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I currently reside in Long Island. I work for Haynes Brand International as the regional district manager. I have 1 10-year-old girl, and that's my business.
Hi, I'm Dougie. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm 31, and I have a 4-month-old, and I'm also an electrician.
Hi, I'm Tony. I'm from Brooklyn. I am a teacher, and I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, age 10 and 7.
Like, how could you be a mother and still be like fun and a friend? And
Like moms
I don't know.
don't
I'm
work.
not dating, so I don't know. No, I just feel like I didn't see them anymore, and they would like never really like hit me up or whatever in the beginning, because it was like, oh, you're a new mom, like you gotta be with your baby, and I'm like, yeah, but I still need to live. Just a little bit. I'm not saying all the time. I ain't saying every time y'all go out, y'all gotta hit me up, but just a little bit to say, hey, we still know you alive and breathing, you know?
I don't know how that applies to me, being that I had a kid at 30 instead of 21.
Yeah.
And so when I don't even go out anymore. It's just like, I'm at the level now where it doesn't even matter to me. Like I know my real friends now. So if anything we want to chill, come over. It's not an issue. So I don't think it affects me at all.
Yeah, they think that you don't, have a social life or you're always busy and, you gotta look for babysitters. Yeah, your relationships with your friends change because your priorities change in general, but in general, like dating as a single parent, at first you think like, oh, nobody's gonna want me because I have a child. And then you see somebody with 9 kids and got like 5 boyfriends. Like, so, like, it's not the end of the world. You'll be all right. Like, somebody else will want you. You have to watch who you bring around your child. You're gonna make sure that whoever you, like, I've only dated one person since I wasn't with my child's father. So, that person more than likely would be like another father figure to your child. So you gotta make sure that they have a close relationship with your child. Make sure that, they're gonna respect you and respect your child and act appropriate in front of your child. And, they have their own relationship. Like, my daughter's really close with my boyfriend. Like, they like 2 peas in a pod. Like, they out right now, just hanging out. It's good to have that. And, she has 2 father figures in her life now. So if one don't discipline her, the other one will. Like, okay, baby, you're doing this in school, this is unacceptable. And I'm not saying discipline and like beat her, but just like, I'm really disappointed in you. And that enough from them is just more than enough to make her cry. But
I have a very small knit circle. So my friends I've been friends with them since high school or college. So they'll come over. I mean, the dynamic hasn't changed. For me, it has changed because I can't go party with them late. I have to be like, oh, I have to meet you at 9:30. It has to be kind of where I am. And I think that sucks for them because sometimes they're like, oh, we always have to come to Long Island or, and I understand that, but they do it. And sometimes I try to, meet them in the city or meet them wherever, but it's really hard. But when you have really good friends, like you learn who your real friends are, and they come hang out with the kids. Sometimes they'll take the kids, they'll come to the park and chill with the kid. Like, so your real friends, they're gonna be there to support you. Sweet Nikki forever. To the women, how do you balance your career and being a great mother? Do you find yourself having to choose between being a great mom and advancing your career?
That's a good question.
I know for me, so I'm an attorney. I know that it was my choice to take off 3 years and spend with my first son, who's now 5.5. So I took off and I worked half time just because for me, spending time with him was really important. But it also professionally, it took a hit to my self-esteem and to my relationship because I consider myself to be a professional woman and I wasn't doing what I loved because I wanted to take care of my child. So it really did affect that. But now that I am working, I have a 1.5 and a 5.5-year-old. I mean, it's hard because sometimes I work 10-hour days. My commute is 2 hours each way. So I get home at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, right when they're getting to bed. And so I miss that time, so you feel the guilt. but I know that I have to do it, and they have to see that it's okay for mommy to be a professional and to be working, because that's what, it's okay for women to do that. And I spend my weekends with them. So Saturday, spend all day doing fun things with them. And Sunday, it's the grind. It's going grocery shopping, doing laundry, cleaning the house, getting them ready for the week, cooking for the week. So I mean, you do what you have to do. You find a routine, and I don't know what you mean by great mother. I think that's a definition that you have to define what being a great mother means to you, and it's different for everybody. And you find a balance.
You know, I have 4 small children that literally depend on mommy and want to see mommy. And it's like, I don't cry, but I spend like so much time in school, and now I'm so much time at work. Like I work like 7 days sometimes. I have 1 day off, and then that 1 day off I feel so exhausted, and it's like trying to interact with them is hard, and I feel like I have an internal struggle with myself all the time, and I'm just like, I hope like I can find that complete balance one day. And sometimes I do feel like, damn, like, do they really think like I'm being the mother that they need me to be, because I'm trying so hard to provide them with the life that I didn't have growing up? Like, I don't think women should be down on themselves for wanting a career, because it's important to have a career and to have your own identity outside of being a mother.
Because then they see too that
Yes.
you have your own something that
yeah.
you know that you attribute to it, that you're doing. For me, I did a lot of planning, because for me, I made sure my schedule was set around their schedule, because I work close to where their school is. So it's not too far from where they're at, and the after school is not too far. So anything that happens has to go into that schedule. I work from 9 to 6 and make sure that I have that time, you know, with them after to think, you know, not working any more hours as it is. So that time set, I make sure I work very hard to maneuver it like that. So I would have that time in the evening with them, or on the weekends with them, you know, because they need that time. And you do feel sometimes like you're a bad mother, especially, you know, not a bad mother, but you feel guilty if you don't get to spend as much time as you did. Because when I was going to school, it was very hard. I didn't get to, you know, spend as much time. I wasn't really into their lives as I, you know, as I should, because I'm trying to study. I'm trying to focus on doing, you know, everything, working and going to school. So it was like a little bit, you know, of a challenge. But
not everyone has the same flexibility or the same support system, so you may never really get to spend quality time with your child because of your circumstance. But being a great mother means just being in tune with your child. Like, do something special. Leave a love note, you know, in their lunchbox. You know, kiss them and cuddle with them at night. Like, wake them up when you come home if you can, and you know, like, do something special that they'll always remember, and make a tradition. Make a tradition with them, and those are the things they're gonna remember. They're not gonna remember like, oh, mommy worked all the time. They're gonna remember, oh, mommy worked all the time, but she made me feel special. Whatever that
she was
means
at
to
every
you.
game. She was at every recital. She made an effort.
So make it special. Like, find out what makes it special and have a bond, you know, with your child. Figure it out.
All right. Thank you for that.